Hold on, real quick. Listen, this is the Gray Area Podcast.
Let's
Let's go.
go.
Yes. Back again like we never left. MOD, Guru Dane.
Hello.
This is the Gray Area Podcast. Tonight, like every Sunday, I tell you, every Sunday, we're blessed, and it's always by chance that we're able to get these distinguished guests. And tonight is no different. Tonight we got Killy in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. How's everything going, man? How's your week?
Maintain. It's been a good week. I had some time off from the job. Got some recorded in.
Excellent.
Can't complain right now.
Nah, I hear you, brother, and we appreciate you taking the time. Sunday is the day of rest.
My guy. Glad to have you.
Yes, present and accounted for. Appreciate y'all. Listen, man, like I was saying, bro, we appreciate you stopping by, taking the time.
No
Sunday's
doubt.
the day of rest and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So it means a lot for people to take the Sunday off for us. For people who listen to our platform who might not know you, real quick, just introduce yourself. Let us know where you're from and what you do.
Hi, my name's Killy. I'm from Maine South, Worcester, Mass. I'm an MC. I'm part of the illustrious Home Team Collective. You know what I'm saying? I talk that street shit. I talk that real shit. You know what I mean? I story tell some, heavy rhymes. But, I'll say I'm like a poet at this shit, articulate, try to get that knowledge for the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Nah, most definitely. And me and you, and really you and ROT, we've been linked for a while. And it's funny because before the episode, I'm thinking like, yo, what was the origins of all of this? And a lot of the early connections for us stems from Yellow Balaclava.
Fact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to YB. We're gonna get him.
What up?
We're gonna get him for an episode. But yeah, man, we've been linked for a while now, bro. And it's just crazy how time passes, my G.
Yeah,
it really
moves
is.
fast, man. It really moves fast.
It moves quick, bro. Like now that I think about it, shit, I've been knowing about you for probably like 6 years now, 7 years now. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like
that's crazy, Ak. That's crazy right there.
It's been a minute, and I remember the first time that we really reached out because YB, he the type of dude, he like a DJ Khaled in the underground. At a certain moment. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so he was putting everybody together. He put everybody together. And me and you had crossed paths on tracks before, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? But we had never really like linked up and, just chopped it up or whatever. And I remember I hit you one day and I'm like, yo, bro, just all the other shit aside, your name is crazy, bro. Like, yo, what's the concept behind that? And you was like, yo, bro, deadass, your name is crazy too. What's the concept behind that? And that's how how the
I remember that shit.
Remember that? Yeah, man. So tell me the origins of Killy Shoot, man. For the people who don't know, because I don't really know. I don't know the origin story. What's going on with that, man?
The name right there, I had a few different rap names, you know what I'm saying? I think Killy Shoot, when that came to be in my latest iteration, you know what I'm saying, my rap career right now, you know what I'm saying? I think that came to be, it was just like a verb, you know what I mean? It was just like Killy Shoot, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Straight off with the lyrics and shit like that. So, of course in my, other life, you know what I mean, it could allude to other things, but we're going to talk about with hip hop, it's just, swift with the gift, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it pretty much came to be. It's really like a verb, Killy, shoot, you know what I'm saying? So like, it kind of moves with itself, you know what I mean? Plus, it kind of just stuck, me and my brother playing with it, you know what I'm saying? And it just kind of stuck a little bit. I didn't think I'd take it that serious, but I did some songs with it and it just stuck from there, you know what I mean?
It's one of the most unique rap names I've ever heard. And the thing about it is we had Onaje on. He was one of our first guests. We had Chuck Chen on last week. And everybody in the home team has a unique name.
Yeah,
Not only like all of you guys have unique talent too. You know what I'm saying? All of you guys have a unique name that sticks out. And I'm telling you, Killy Shoot, General Back Pain, Chuck Chan, Onaje Jordan, Lupus, like, yo, bro. And shout out to everybody who I don't name. But y'all all have your unique disposition, and I appreciate that because that's what shit like Wu-Tang was. You know what I'm saying? That's what shit like what Tribe was. You know what I'm saying? It was a collective of dudes or a collective of people, artists, who were able to maintain individuality amongst the cohesiveness of a tribe. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Can you speak to that? Can you speak to being a member of a coalition in 2024 with the internet and just how everything is?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, whole team, we've been together for years. So it's like, when I think back, I think we all fans of each other, as artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, every artist brings something different to the table. It's a collective of artists and producers. And I think we were all fans of each other. Like, I always fuck with the Najee's production. That's a real solid dude. And plus, we had a very similar background, growing up in Islam. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we had that kind of thing linking. Chan, I was a fan of his music. GBP, General Back Pain, I really fuck with what he did. You know what I mean? And the shit was like likewise. So I think that all of us were kind of just, fuck with each other's shit. And when it came to be, we just maintain our individuality, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just the dude from Maine South, you know what I mean? So it's like, G's the dude from Inglewood, you know what I'm saying? So like, we just bring that unique flavor, you know what I mean, to the table. When you mess that shit, you put that shit through the blender, it just come through something fabulous, you know what I'm saying? It is, for my forefathers like Wu-Tang, you know what I mean? Like, of course, the inspiration. We grew up on that shit, you know what I mean, from that sacred era. So, of course, we can relate and vibe to that, you know what I mean? Of course, branch off in the new era with social media. It's easier to link, easier to connect, easier to get busy with it, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, for sure.
Real talk.
Most definitely. Can you speak to, because your flow is so unique and
Thank you.
it's very reminiscent of something from the old school, but then it's very individual and then it's also very new. So it's
Thank you.
like, I want to know, it's like a 3-part question. What
All right.
what was the inspiration? Like, what was that first thing that turned you to hip hop, turned you to writing per se? Because we could talk about what the first hip
Damn.
hop song you loved was, but what
Yeah.
was the first inspiration that turned you to writing, putting the pen to paper?
Yeah, putting the pen to paper. I'd probably say, either had to be L Slick Rick. I think it was Slick Rick, you know what I'm saying? Early Rick growing up, I was always surrounded by hip hop. I grew up, in the Jackson, Maine South. In my building, they were always playing music. You know what I mean? I lived in a building that had 5 floors, had like about, 30 or 40 apartments in there. So like, there's always stuff going on there. You could always hear music and shit like that. So my brother, he had the boom box. I would hear music from him. And I think Slick Rick, probably like around maybe 12, 13. I heard something from him and I was just like, wow, his flow and everything. I think that's what got me on flow, you know what I'm saying? Then Cool G Rap, Slick Rick, Ghostface, Method Man, those cats, and of course I listen to a lot of old school hip hop from older brothers, so like I gotta say, flow was always big, in hip hop back in that era, especially like, early to mid '90s and shit like that. So I would say Slick Rick was the one that really got me saying I want to write.
It's evident because a lot of your verses are story verses,
Yeah,
or to me, I hear them as like, cautionary tales and story verses. And I do a lot of the same thing when it comes to
yeah,
like
you
the
do,
cautionary tale shit. You know what I'm saying? So
and you
I
do
can
very well at that.
appreciate it. I appreciate that, brother. You already know,
Definitely,
man. Listen, we got
definitely.
it's due time that we get a tape in. You know what I'm saying? We're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
That's a must. That's a must.
Let's
You know what I'm
go.
saying? It's been a long time coming, man. Take me through your writing process when you sit down to
All right.
do a project. So it's like you got the beats, you have your beat selection, right? You know what you want to do with the beats. What is like the first step in we're doing this project?
It's definitely the mood. I set the mood. What am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this like, if I'm going, like, where am I going with this? You know what I'm saying? So, like, if it's a project like Knowledge Born, I knew that I was gonna be, talking some knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, that keyword you said, cautionary tales. It's gonna be some street life shit. It's gonna be some bravado shit. It's gonna be me flex as an MC. I gotta always make sure that knowledge is born throughout the lyrics. What I mean by that is, me as a 5%er, I gotta make sure there is some type of thread of knowledge through here. So maybe every verse or two, you might hear something of some math, some wisdom. You know what I'm saying? I still gotta wise the dumb. I gotta know the ledge. You know what I'm saying? And keep the cipher complete. So I always, try to insert a certain message throughout. That's like Knowledge Born. I'm doing something like Maine South. I'm thinking about home. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about growing up and what it was like for me going running through Main South at a certain time, circa, 97, 98, around that time. What was high school like? I was wild on my niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, just that fun era, try to time travel back to that era, put myself like I was, 16, 17, you know what I mean? Put myself back in those Nikes, those Timbs, and really try to, think as that kid again and just spaz out, you know what I mean?
It was such a time, man. It was
Right.
such a time, and you know what? It's like every generation gonna say, "Oh, well, in my day,"
Yeah.
and it's like I feel like even the niggas who was old in the '90s is gonna tell you that the '90s was the '90s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was a different time, man. It was that real, It was a definitely different time, especially, before social media. The world was different, I mean, we all know that, you know what I'm saying?
Connections were slower. You
That's a fact.
actually had to be outside and really
Yeah.
be doing
Right. It
it,
was a
and
level of legitimacy.
that's most definitely missing, man. That's most definitely missing. So, what was your town like, man? What was your town like growing up? So okay, let me start with this. I know, how far are you from Boston?
Boston's about maybe like 40 minutes away.
Okay, so it's not that far. I know Boston to be a pretty rough city when it comes to race relations.
Yeah.
Is it the same in the town that you're from, in the city that you're from?
Nah, Worcester's a little different. Worcester and Boston, even though we're close, it's very different, I gotta say. Worcester, we have a lot of transplants from New York, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
we have a little bit of a different flavor. We're more in the central of the state. So we kind of do have a different flavor. The race out here, yeah, it is like, certain sections, but it has a lot of, Latinos, blacks, you know what I'm saying, like that. So it's really not as Boston have very, strong race relations. I know definitely, especially with the busing and shit like that.
Right.
Worcester's a little different, you know what I'm saying? Worcester, of course, there's racism everywhere. I ain't gonna front,
Everywhere you
but
go, nah, for sure.
I grew up, in Main South, and it was, a lot of Latinos, a lot of blacks, a few whites. But it was hood, you know what I'm saying? It was rough, you know what I'm saying, because it was a very drug infested neighborhood. But you don't really know about that as a kid and shit like that. You maintaining. And my neighborhood was just like, we call it the strip. Main Street's a long street. And a lot of shit go down there, you know what I'm saying? Where, cats, pedal, females, sell, walking the blade and shit like that. So Main Street was live, so you get to see a lot of shit as a kid come home from school and shit like that.
Can relate, man. I can relate. So let me ask you this. What would be a few words of advice for a younger artist who, wants to take the first step and get going with, taking it seriously? What would be a couple words of advice from you?
Nigga, know yourself.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like truly know who you
Hmm.
are. You know what I'm saying? Like what is your purpose? Like, you know what I mean? Like who are you? You know what I'm saying? Cause niggas try to change you. You may try to change, you know what I'm saying? If you're not sure of yourself, you know what I mean? This may be something that's, a little fun thing. That's cool, but I think if you know yourself, that's gonna give you longevity. You'll be sure of at least one thing, and that's yourself. You know what I'm saying? Beside that, I would say have thick skin. Be ready for this shit. This shit's real. You know what I mean? Like niggas always tell you like the streets is crazy, but this rap shit's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta
it
move
really
different in
is.
this shit. You deal with a lot of people who I think sometimes it's fucked up on both sides. If you come from like with a street mentality into this shit, you're gonna be fucked up because you look at a lot of things of how people may spit or how people may act, and you think that carries over into who they are. And a lot of times it's not like that. But then on the flip side, if you're a motherfucker in this shit for the business, the money, entertainment and shit, you might be dealing with some real motherfuckers. And sometimes that shit don't correlate. So, just understand this shit's real, you know what I'm saying? So if you embark upon this shit, have thick skin and be ready for that shit.
That's great
Nah,
advice
yeah,
right
that's
there.
some real shit, bro. It's true. I
Know
think
who you are is a big
Thank
one.
you.
Know who you are.
that one is the most imperative one, and it's much more easier said than done, but at the same time it's like you gotta really try to figure out who you are. And I've always
Yeah,
tried to
yeah.
do that. I've always tried to stay grounded, and it's not easy, bro. None of this shit is easy.
It's not, man. It's
You know what I'm
difficult,
saying?
man. For real.
Can you speak to sticking with the rap? because I know, listen, as artists,
Yeah,
we've all had times where we're like, yo, fuck this rap.
of
I have
course.
a whole, I got a whole album called Fuck Rap. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, can you speak to just the resolve that you build, and then also like getting over that hill? You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
you're past, you're getting past the fucking ceiling of what we were all kept under. You know what I'm saying?
thank
Like
you, thank you.
a lot of us are getting through, and you're one of them. And it's like, can you speak to just basically, staying down until you come up?
Damn, shit, that's real. Thank you. I gotta say, for me, of course, there's times in rap you feel like, yo, fuck this shit, because I think that in rap, we all have different barometers. We measure ourselves on a different scale of where we think we should be. We see other cats and where you think they should be and how you should be compared to them and shit like that. Because, rap's competitive. You know what I'm saying? It's a blood sport. So, you know what I mean? So you always in that kind of mind frame. I think when you could kind of leave that mind frame, that definitely helps. I think for me, when I do get frustrated, of course, whether it's writer's block or something, that's time where, I can't say this time of just really leaving this shit because I can never leave it. When I'm with the kids, watching my side of the game, I may think of something and start, writing right there. So I can't say that I ever leave it. I know there might be times of frustration, but I got a good set of brothers, my collective that I rap with. They always inspire me. I'm always inspired seeing shit and hearing shit. So being consistent for me is kind of easy because I truly enjoy this shit. This is like my passion. You know what I mean? I fuck with this shit for real. So, it's part of what I do. So it's not really something that I feel I could detour from. There's times you may want to take a break, but even on break, you may still be thinking about it. At least I do. You know what I'm saying? So that's my level of consistency. I love this shit. I love being creative. I love writing. It's therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I may not be able to talk in a certain fashion about certain events or certain things in my past. But rapping, man, I could do that shit though. You know what I'm saying?
Respect,
Nah, that
respect.
makes
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense, bro. Yeah, man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. So
Yeah,
I see, just not even necessarily younger artists, but just artists in general, man. They'll put some music out, and it won't be received well because everybody's putting music out. So you gotta
yeah,
really,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And then they just give up. And some of the shit be good. Some of the shit be good. So it's like,
I
I
can
just
understand that. I can understand the frustration in that because, if you're younger too and you put something out, I would say, let me say one key part. I almost forgot this. It's the fans.
mm,
When you got people that are listening to your shit, and no matter how the numbers are, I think if you have some real ass fucking fans, and I have to say this, I'm very lucky and fortunate to have a good fan base that is waiting for my music. So that definitely helps staying consistent when you have people that are, really listening. I'll go back into the archives and listen to that shit, or they quote your shit, or they just hit you up and talk about your shit. That's the kind of shit that makes you like, you know what? I gotta keep going because there's some value into this shit for at least these people. You know what I mean? Whether it's 2, 4, 200, 400, 5,000, whatever. If you got some real solid fans, that's gonna keep you consistent as well.
it's crazy because the common thread with every artist that I ask that question, producer or artist, that's exactly what they say.
Word.
If we reach one person, and that's how I feel. This could touch one person, and that person's like, "Yo, that shit changed my life," or not even. It don't even got to be that monumental. Like that was a great song, and it helped me get through the day. You know what I'm
See, that's
saying?
right there. Yeah.
that's a fact.
Like shit, man. And we speak a lot on this platform about how music is so universal,
Hmm.
and it invokes emotions almost quicker than. I mean, I would say that sound evokes emotions quicker than vision does. Than you
Yeah.
seeing something. You know what I'm saying? Because if you hear something and it shakes you, you're gonna be shaken before you see it, right? So it's like I just
True.
sound
True.
evokes emotion, and yeah, man, when you can create a sound or create a series of sounds that resonates with another human being, it's powerful.
Oh
It's
yeah, very
powerful,
powerful,
man.
man. Very powerful.
Can you speak to maintaining relationships with your fans? and kind of the happy medium between that. Like, is there a happy medium? So, are your fans your family, or are your fans your fans? And I understand both sides of it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, let me say this. I don't think that's a very good question, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I think, my fans at least, they know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what I mean by that is the fans is family to an extent, but there's of course there's a line, you know what I'm saying? There's a line in everything. So with the fans, I think my connection with them is if they hit me up and there's a question, I try to answer, you know what I'm saying? So I think that I take that shit serious, because they're taking time to listen, taking time to put this shit in their life. So of course when they hit me with shit, they want to talk about maybe music or shit like that, that's the line right there, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
definitely, I think it's very respectful. I think it's the same way how I would respect their lives. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't infringe deep upon their lives, say if anything want to do to me. You know what I'm saying? It's always music related, concerning about the connection that's made right there. You know what I'm saying? I think that's cool.
Right. No, I agree with that. And I only asked that question because we more and more we have artists. So, okay, little sidestep.
Yeah.
Throughout all of these episodes, I reiterate that people should be paying for the music because I hate the idea that the artist has to sell you their personality to get you to buy the music.
Yeah. Yep.
Or
True. True.
or to give you the music for free. The music isn't free. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Take care of that community that you built because they'll take care of you. It's like
Yeah.
we gotta take care because that is the community, that is the fan, that is the structure that
Yeah.
allows you to continue. You know.
Definitely.
I asked you the original question because I see a lot of artists moving towards selling you my whole life. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're in on everything that I do. You're with me in the bathroom in the morning and shit like that. So it's like,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's true. That's very true. Very true.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just, number one, I don't see you being that type of person. I'm not that type of person. I don't think Guru's that type of person. A lot of people these days are, but it's just like, I think it's a line that has to be upheld. Like, if you support me, if you've ever purchased my music, then you are a fan and we are linked. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
there's got to be some type of line where it's like,
There has to be a line, my man GBP would say this all the time, it has to be on brand, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I look at it like this, if a cat is a wild out cat and that's his style, and he may have his personality is that, and his life is kind of like that, and he shows you little peeks of that, that's kind of what it is, you know what I mean? I think a lot of people go that route to try to build the cachet, you know what I'm saying? And I think that there's a good and bad side to that. You know what I mean? I think first off, before anything, you gotta be nice. You know what I mean? If someone wanna listen to you, you gotta be dope. And that's what I'm talking about lyrics, how you
Right.
sound, that shit gotta be first off. You know what I mean? The other shit, that's the caveats right there. You know what I mean? So I do definitely agree, but I think that sometimes, that may get a little blurry, but I think that what's this nigga talking about? You know what I'm saying? That's always gonna be number one, the prime focus. I think that fans shouldn't expect to have like, a fucking some type of big brother shit on a motherfucker every day. You know what I'm saying? I think some artists are not like that. And I think some fans respect that. I think some fans do like the artists who are in the cut. You know what I'm saying? There's some fans who really
Right.
respect that and like that. They like that allure. You know what I'm saying? Some fans, they want to have that, boom, that Reader's Digest, that National Enquirer type shit flow going. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, I guess there's room for that. You know what I'm saying? Do I agree? Nah, there's a lot of shit I don't agree with, of course, in this rap shit, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't really think that plays too strongly because if a nigga's, fuck it. If a nigga's whack, he's whack. You know what I'm saying? There's nearly nothing to it.
facts. Yeah, you can't just drum up talent.
Yeah,
You know
you
what
know what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying?
Nah, that's
Nah,
a fact.
nah.
That's a fact. Can you speak to the physical merchandise side of things
Hmm.
and just how you maintain that with all of the other things that go into planting your feet correctly in this game?
Well, physicals are a must. I look at, whether it's, video work or getting physicals, CDs, merch, and shit like that. usually, you know, when I connect through a deal, like right now I'm working with DITCD, you know what I'm saying, for releases where, you know, we got that CD connect through them where we put out, you know, put out main South Knowledge going through them, doing very well.
Right.
So that's kind of like take care of itself in a sense. Also, I work with Respect Through Records, a heavy math project. I would say, and then of course, Violent Delights I put on myself, you know, through Home Team. I would say, that's kind of a must right now. You know what I mean? I think fans love, you know, what's tangible. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, having that physical. I'll be real, when I first came in, I didn't really think it was that big of a deal. And, you know, of course, you know, cats is money oriented and shit, but I wasn't really thinking like that. But as time went on, I realized that, you know, fans would ask. You know, I was kind of like, unless someone asked me, I'm not really thinking that way. And then, of course, more fans would ask, like, yo, can I get this, vinyl CD, and going up those routes. It's kind of a necessary thing at this point. You know what I mean? It's something that you want to have upon release for those fans, those diehards that really want that. And of course, you know, it could definitely get you out there. You know, could be a little lucrative at times as well.
For
Right.
sure.
Provide extra
For sure.
value to that community, like you said, those people that support
Definitely,
you.
definitely.
And that base is gonna want to, extra. To your previous point when you're
Yeah,
talking about just some people do extra. You're in the bathroom in the toilet with nothing. It's like that might work for certain people and certain styles. It's like, you know what? You gotta find what works for you and bring value to those people when they tap in with
definitely.
So listen, you sent 5 tracks over.
Yeah.
We gonna get into some Killy shoot music. We gonna get into. He sent some music. We gonna get into some music.
Word.
All right, you tell me what track you want to run first.
Let's run. I think I said Another Day in the Jacks, produced by Giallo.
All right, here we go. This is the gray area. MOD, Guru Dane. We got Killy shoot with us tonight. This is Another Day in the Jacks. Let's go.
What do you want to do? I'm pretty sure selling drugs is not going to be the first thing out of their mouth. They're just getting money with that. That's not their passion. Somebody's got to be there to say,
hey, yo, that shorty stay with that work, a barefoot Contessa. Stay in the kitchen, but keep her tech up on the dresser. Her name Odessa, apartment 33. Oh, this song was a lord. That's my nigga Dirty D, we in the burglary. Hey, yo, it's 1997. R.I.P. to Mega E, Rob V and Kevin. They up in heaven, chilling with apostles. Used to push the white dust, put it in your nostrils. We playing consoles, Sega Neo Geo, TurboGrafx 16, Fatal Fury in the sequel. There is no equal, return of the ill, outside of Ding Ho. Eating chicken, what's the deal? Winter time, bubble coats, 40 belows. Gay activity is constant, keep you up on your toes. Niggas know, real talk. The life is pure chaos. Watching Michael Jordan, Patrick Ewing in the playoffs. I seen the layoffs of my father and my mother, then illegal money came in, courtesy of your brother. I used to wonder how he went and caught the fly shit. Coach with the lever and the fur that be inside it. He tried to hide it, but I got a peek. Had to sneak it out the closet, took it hostage for a week. Yeah, yo, these memories are made of gold. Reminisce about the shit from your youth when you old. Yo, just another day of Pivot Jacks. Babies crying, niggas dying for respect. Yo, just another day of Pivot Jacks. Drug dealers, dope fiends, bitches selling sex. Yo, shorty told him that he could be her nigga. First things first, she had to pull the trigger, had to figure in the picture that he was on the side, did a slide when her man was pushing work up in the ride. Said he had to wait, yo, underneath the trunk with the spare right there. Always creeping with the pump, no chump. Ran with Big E and his brother Pete. Knew his cousin was a little something back up on the street. Gold teeth and the braids. Niggas getting paid, gave a few $1.50, so we always with the blade. Got it made, shorty say, yo, she could never leave. When she tried, he pulled the tracks about the weave, couldn't breathe, had his hands tight, wrapped around her neck, told the bitch calm down, better show your man respect. Nigga crept through the door, seen the shorty and the man, put the hawk up to his head, killed the nigga where he stand. Yo, just another day of Pivot Jacks. Babies crying, niggas dying for respect. Yo, just another day of Pivot Jacks. Drug dealers, dope fiends, bitches selling sex. Yo, just another day of Pivot Jacks. Babies crying, niggas dying for respect. Yo, just another day of Pivot Jacks. Drug dealers, dope fiends, bitches selling sex. Yo.
You see what I'm talking about, everybody? You see what I'm talking about? Like, It's the storytelling, bro. Like that whole song, first of all, the second verse is crazy, but the first verse is what got me because you get personal with it. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you,
Talking
man.
about how your brother, you know what I'm saying, your older brother, you know, had to step up and do it. Yo, listen, I appreciate it, bro. And my next
Thank you,
question would
man.
be, how do you like what goes into the verse? Like what go when you write in the verse, like is it a situation where it's like you're writing and you just know every line is fire, bang, 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 or do you really sculpt it? Do you sculpt the verse?
I'm sculpting the verse, you know what I mean? I think it's
Right.
like, I'm building it. I think sometimes, it's a lot of memories coming into play. Of course, as an MC, you know how to fit it together like Tetris, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times it's depending on the track, it's thinking of certain memories and going to places that, you really don't talk about, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you just try to articulate that in a fashion. And, if it was ways of me, shit I couldn't say to my brother, like I said, I could do it through the rhyme, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of memories and shit like that, you put your mind in that frame, being a kid again and shit.
Yeah, man.
That was fly, my G. Salute.
That was fire,
Thank you,
bro.
man. Thank you.
It's true hip
Appreciate it.
hop, man. It's true hip hop. And this is my thing. You know what the funny thing is? It's like a lot of people is getting tired of the shit that just sounds the same.
Yeah, yeah.
The shit just sounds the same. Everybody talking about the same shit. Y'all done
It's
took
true.
lyrical rap. Niggas done took lyrical rap and made it mainstream.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what
I
I'm
agree.
saying? And nothing is unique, bro. Nothing is unique. And you got a unique flow and you just your tone is unique. It's really something special. And it's listen, I
Thank you, man.
enjoy listening to the music that you make. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you,
So
man. I
give me a little
appreciate that.
background on that song. Who produced it? How it came about? You know what I'm saying? Like what the album it was off of. Give me a little background on that song we just listened
That track is called Another Day in the Jacks, produced by Giallo Point, off the album Main South. Yeah, that track came to be, he came through with the beat, you know what I'm saying? And I knew for this track, I wanted to do a track pretty much, talking about my building. Of course on the album Main South, I'm talking about my neighborhood and my experiences and shit. So I figured like boom, I'm gonna talk about some shit in my building. And when I heard the beat, I kind of leaned me towards that way. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew how it was gonna come to be. But yeah, Giallo Point crafted something real special with that shit right there. He put that shit together. So like, I already kind of knew it was gonna sound when I heard the beat, and I already had, I just boom, just started writing from there. We put it together. It was on the Main South album, and yeah, we chef something on special with that joint right there.
And when you know what you're gonna do with it and you start crafting it off the rip, that's dope. That's how we like it.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So over the last, I say, 4 years, you've really been stepping up your visual game. Can you
Thank you.
speak to just what your overall like your approach is when it comes to shooting these music videos? Because the visuals are really starting to like jump now. You know what I'm saying? They're really
Thank you,
jumping
man.
out now.
I gotta say a lot of that's due to my brother Toka. He's, the visual director behind everything I do. And he's my brother that I came up with. You know what I'm saying? Like we came up in Main South Wellington. He's from Chandler, that same area together. So we knew each other for a long time. So, he runs a barber shop. He does video work. So, he know how the guy should be. You know what I'm saying? So he got a great eye for, capturing what I want to capture. I'm a very, I'm like a relic of a bygone era, you know what I'm saying? So like my videos and shit, I always wanted to be just some street shit, you know what I mean? In the places we came from, show where we're from, you know what I mean? That's the biggest thing, showing where we are from, those avenues, liquor stores, or what I'm saying, street corners and shit like that. I want to make sure Main South's prominent, Worcester's prominent, and my man Toka, my brother, he really got a good eye for that. So he's really the vision behind that and stepping it up and really just making it look at that high quality.
The edits and everything like it's really tying together, man. So I know that you mentioned that you grew up in a Muslim household. Can you speak to that, being a Black American and growing up in a Muslim household, what that was like?
Yeah, you know, I mean, my father was Muslim. My mother, she was, a Pentecostal. So it's kind of like a rough thing because my mom's pulling one side to go to church, Jesus Christ, and then my father, is Salah 5 times. So it's like it was a pull a lot of my house trying to figure out which way is this and that, and each parent didn't really want to infringe too much. And my father's pretty much dominance kind of took over at one point, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
as a young man, I just rebelled a lot, you know what I'm saying? I was, I wanted to, play my video games, celebrate Halloween, run the streets with my niggas.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I think for me growing up in that kind of house, it was a lot of rebelling, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the lessons and messages he was trying to get through to me was way over my head. It didn't really get to me until later on, maybe my late teens. That's how I realized, what he was trying to kick to me. But growing up in that kind of house, for the period of time my father did have it his way, very strict, man, very strict.
Nah,
Discipline,
yeah.
very disciplined, as he would say, discipline. Excuse me, discipline.
My parents, I come from like, so yeah, I come from like a divorced household. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So it's like my mother wasn't very religious, and my father comes from a family where it's like it was so many kids that he was just trying to break off. So
Okay.
hold he didn't really hold a specific religion, but he grew up with a religion. You know what I'm saying? So
Uh-huh.
it just I had to kind of just, discover for myself,
Wow.
just the ways to walk in belief and stuff like that. And I'm still discovering, man. I learn every day. I learn every day. You
That's
know what I'm
real though,
saying?
man.
But I always respect and I always appreciate, like you said, the discipline that comes with following religion. You know what I'm saying? And
Definitely.
yeah, man, for sure. For sure. I
That's
just wanted
real.
to ask that question. I was wondering. We got some more music. We're gonna get into some more music. So we just did Another Day in the Jacks. You let me know what's the next one you want to drop.
Fuck, let's go with that Triple Darkness,
Let's
produced by
go.
Najee.
Produced by the bro. Let's go. Loading this up right now. This is the gray area. We got Killy Shoot with us tonight. He dropped off some music for us. We about to rock Triple Darkness, produced by the bro Najee. Let's go.
Put that gun away, man. I ain't gonna bite you. Chill. Put that shit away.
It was a sabotage, the Macintosh was at work. Got the files, go my pile, didn't think to act first. Mac burst, bullets hit, ricochet and kill. Revolver onslaught, bullets seek to meet your grill. Stand still, this the architect of law. Real talk, I am my space god, this is war. With a sword, made of ebony, the melody unique. Wash your money at the laundry up the street. Seen beef past the farm, red alarm, car bomb hit the dawn. Damn. It burned his face and broke his arm. Gold charm with a Cuban, white and blue Patrick Ewins. Real. We on the ice at the game, watch the Bruins. I'm from the ruins of them buildings out in Maine South. Where the fiends and your motherfucker hang out. Came out the Lex, Sweet Sims, and some gold ropes. Fisherman hat, army green is the low coat. Old dope stacked up, wrapped in cellophane. Niggas pedal cane, yo, this life will never change. Yoga flame when we cooking up the bass. Ski mask and I keep it on my face. Gold teeth, cover chip tooth. Niggas know I get loot. 22 SNS in my tin boot. Been through hell, triple darkness, nigga. Coke back on the scale. It's the profit, nigga. Caution, nigga. You really thought that you above? Murray Ave, lots of guns, lots of drugs. No love for you weak niggas frontin'. Never ever. Home team put in work, yo, it's nothing.
That was the one. So I know that shit. That's why I'm trying to hit me off, man. Yo, I hate this motherfucker.
Let's go. So what I will say, I love movies, and I know that you love movies because I seen a couple of your
Definitely.
lives. I seen a couple of your lives, and I seen the room that you sit in. It got mad posters all around.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me just the influence that movies have had on your ability to create not only music but also visuals?
I'm a big, out of the Hall of Fame, I'm like the cinema dude, you know what I'm saying? I love movies, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm really big on movies. So of course, movies lend themselves, I would call it like, secondary video purposes. If you want to get a verse out and do some, Twitter, Instagram shit, you know what I mean? You might want to grab a clip. So every video I choose is something that is, a little bit sentimental, you know what I'm saying? Because these are all videos, movies that we have watched, movies that we grew up with, movies that we fuck with. So yeah, movies play a big part, you know what I'm saying? Especially, if I'm fucking with shit like, Jersey Drive or Godfather or Carlito's Way or some shit like that. We watch those movies like 100 times. So of course you might want to, take a piece of that or, if you're doing some shit, sync it to that, you know what I mean? To show that, show that flavor, you know what I'm saying?
Like you said, the art lends itself. Art lends itself to art. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I love movies, man. And so, all right, let me ask you this. What are you watching right now? What movies have got you captivated right now? Are you the type of person who watches a movie and you just all you have to do is watch it once and you good, or do you sit with movies?
It depends the movie, certain movies I could watch and I'm like, all right, whatever. I would say, right now, I've been watching some anime.
Mm.
So I would say Attack on Titan. I was watching that most recently. Then I
Attack
was, of
on Titan
course,
is that shit, my guy. Let's go.
Man,
yeah,
I
yeah,
tried
that
to
shit.
watch that shit. That shit got weird though,
Yo,
bro.
yeah, this shit, you know what I'm saying?
That
I ain't
shit
gonna lie, I be
crazy,
zooted, I smoke mad trees. It's
bro.
live, you know what I mean?
Real
You gotta
quick,
smoke right with that shit.
the idea of
Yeah.
that shit, and imagine you just see 50 foot nigga running towards you. It's just like you said, you be zooted. Like, no, imagine you
Yeah,
see
that's what,
50 foot niggas running around.
But then
yo.
they live in a circle though. They live in like a bullseye.
Yeah.
Right, there's three
Like,
levels
what the
You
to it.
fuck is
gotta peep the
going
science,
on?
yo. You gotta peep the science of it and why it's like that. As you get deeper. See, the thing that got me captivated is the question of like, why? You know what I'm saying? And when I had that question, that
How
drove
far
me
did you
through the
get?
seasons. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I like the fourth season of that shit. I'm not gonna lie,
Okay.
started dragging out a little bit. You know what I'm saying on season 4, but yeah, that shit was kind of live. And then of course back to live action. I'm watching classics right now, like New Jersey Drive. I've been watching that real heavy. It's just that's kind of a movie I just put on, just to chill with.
For
Um,
background and shit.
yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying. If I'm rolling something like that. Beside that, I would say Jersey Drive. Just finished Attack on Titan. I just finished watching Akira again, classic anime.
Fire. Fire.
Um,
Always a good one.
and then I would say Do the Right Thing. Yeah, those are the
Mm,
ones I'm sitting with right now.
that's dope. Nah, yeah, do the right thing. Shit crazy. I remember when that shit came out. Oh man. And this you know what? So I love movies, right? And I gotta give that credit to my mother because she's the one who took me to the movie theater as a kid, as a little kid. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
word.
And it's like I wonder if I had not made those initial trips to the theater, would I love movies the way I do? You know what I'm saying?
Probably
And
not, man, because that's a big
your
impact, yo. It's a big impact for real.
ability
Right,
to rap
right.
with, you know what I mean? To pull from that as a reference, fuck with that too. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
what's up.
Nah, for real. Can you give me a little background on the track we just listened to, Triple Darkness?
Triple Darkness is basically MC shit right there. You know what I'm saying? That's
Bars.
some just really just going bars, you know what I'm saying? Where
Right.
I'm just saying some shit. I wanna say some just some elegant shit right there. So mainly bars and where I came up with that, 3 stages of darkness, I feel like, I'm going through hell with this shit right here. So I'm really gonna let niggas know what the MC level is, so it
Right.
just starts off, it was a sabotage. The Macintosh was at work. A lot of
Mm.
wordplay. You know what I mean? Just going right into that kind of wordplay. Of course, I thought it was. I was reading a magazine. You know what I'm saying? I seen Steve Jobs, and I was like, I'm gonna rhyme this Macintosh shit right here. And then
Right.
boom, went from there. You're smoking good trees. You do incredible things. You know what I mean?
Yo, incredible things, man. All right, so what is your favorite type of strain? You indica or you sativa?
I would say right now I'm hybrid. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I
Okay.
fuck a lot with the hybrid shit. I fuck with this Tropic Truff right now. I'm
Mm.
fucking with this shit heavy and a little bit of what's this right here? Let me just read this shit. Jungle Sunset. You know what I mean?
Listen, man, Mass got the meds. For niggas who don't know, Mass
Yeah, yeah,
been had the
yeah.
meds.
Yeah, it's
When New York
official.
was locked down, when New York was crazy and they was locking niggas up for fucking dime bags,
Yes.
nigga, Massachusetts had the meds on deck,
Yo,
bro.
the trees is official. I'm not gonna lie. Out here, the trees is official. You know, once it became legal, yo, it's that beautiful high grade. I can't lie. They do it right out here. Massachusetts, they do it right. Real
Listen,
talk.
you know what the most beautiful thing about it is? Is like, listen, we not the youngest cats, right? So we also
Hmm.
remember when it was just regular rolling around. When it was
Yeah.
just the Reggie floating around and niggas was having a
Oh
hard
man,
time with that shit.
it
Niggas was
was
having a
real tough
hard
out here,
time.
B. Yeah, I remember that
Y'all
very
niggas,
clearly.
come on, man. Y'all niggas don't know the turmoil of breaking down a fucking dime into a blunt and having mad
Oh man.
seeds. Then you get all the seeds out, right? You get all the seeds out, you roll the shit, you seal the shit,
Tell him, bro.
motherfucking stem poke through.
Yup. Oh,
Tell
Motherfucking
him, bro.
stem poke through.
yo,
Now
your
the shit
hot break.
siphoning smoke. Now the shit
Yup.
siphoning smoke. Now you burn your lip because the smoke, the air is uneven. Yo, bro,
Yup.
listen. We used to go through it. You understand? So I don't
The
want to hear
struggle was
about,
real. The struggle was real,
yo,
B. For
how
real.
dare you complain that the dispensary don't open till 11?
I
Oh,
know
you mean
dispensary.
the weed store don't open till 11? Come on.
The weed store.
Can
Just
you
that in
believe this
itself
shit?
right there, yo. These kids,
Yo,
man, they
spoiled
don't know.
brats.
They
Spoiled
don't know.
fucking brats, man.
Really.
Oh man, but you know what? There was something so simple about the Reggies and going to get a little dime and getting yourself a
Yeah.
little Dutch, and it was something so simple. And once again, technology and time has just taken the simplicity out of it for convenience. Can you speak to technology replacing ritual with convenience?
Well, there's a good and bad side of it. I think technology, the beauty of it is how we're all connected. You know what I mean? How fast things can be connected and how fast you can get shit done. Um, Convenience side of it, of course for work, you know what I'm saying? As in, the music side, but I also think about, I remember, making tapes, you know what I'm saying? And like the physical act of MCing was more of a tangible thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was something where you would mail out packages or you would perform or you would go to buildings and try to meet people and shit like that. I think taking that away, that process is damaging. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of like going through the trade of what it is to be an MC and what it is to be in this hip hop shit, whether it's carrying records, you know what I mean, the house parties and shit like that. But then on the flip side, if you're nice, you're able to reach the masses a lot faster. You don't have to go through the rigmarole. You know what I'm saying? You can
Right.
actually really get out there. And no matter where you at, you can reach an audience. So, it's a double-edged sword, you know what I mean?
Listen, I'm gonna use this analogy because I'm fucking mad high over here right now, right? But this shit remind me the way you were speaking about it. I'm envisioning. You remember Finding Nemo
Yeah, of
when
course.
the niggas got with the turtles and they was in like the jet
Yes.
stream. They was in the
Yep.
jet stream and everything was moving mad quick. And if you
Bro.
got in that shit, you had to be on the turtle
Yep.
because you was gonna fall off if you didn't. But
Yep.
it's almost like if you're an artist,
Yeah.
you got to jump into this jet stream, right?
Yeah.
And if you
Mm.
don't, if you're not on a motherfucking turtle, nigga, you gonna be in the fucking obscurity. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Now let me
real.
say this real quick to that analogy because I love saying this, but I use the same like similar like fish analogy. Like all the fish swim the same way, right? So imagine the one fish is like, what? Nah, I'm gonna swim this way. I'm gonna do my own thing. It's like they don't look at you like, what are you doing? We're all swimming this way. You become the instant weirdo.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you truly pushing to do something for you, it's like you're gonna look weird to people. I mean, swim this way, right? You can
Yep.
keep swimming. So see both ways. Like in that instance, like what? I'm being an individual. I got to swim my way no matter what nobody. But to your point, if you're trying to accelerate your artistry, you got to be a part of what you call it, the stream. What you call it?
Right, the jet stream.
The
The
jet
jet
stream,
stream,
right?
yo.
You got to be a part of the with
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, it's such
Give
a
and take,
cycle,
be
man.
an
bro.
individual
Right,
and be
it's
where
such a
the action
cycle.
is at.
a lot of times, lately, I've been thinking to myself, like, whenever I'm like, yo, I don't want to do this no more. Because listen, I have my days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes I feel like I'd be better off just not making music no more. You know what I'm saying? And it's just for my mental clarity, for the stress
I
level
understand.
of
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because
Yeah.
when you dedicate yourself to making music at a certain level, it's stressful, bro.
It is. Yeah.
It's stressful. It is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
If you
I feel
truly care
like
about making music, I agree. Some people don't give a fuck. But if you truly care, Rick,
Yeah.
right, right. Yeah. No, that's true. Because there are a lot of people. There
If
are a
you
lot of
care, you're
people who
gonna
don't
be
care.
a
stressed
lot
though
of cats
because
rap and they having fun because they don't put that effort in. They just don't give a damn. That
yeah,
all I do want to do is you already know.
this is true. When you bleed it into the paper, it is, and especially there's so many levels to it. There could be the level of the fact of what level were you at, and you drop in the next project. Does it perform at the last level? Does it perform
Mm,
better? Does it exceed your expectations? Are you not satisfied personally? There's so many levels to it that mentally it can fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I definitely understand, especially when you put in like you're hot into this shit. You know what I mean? You care about it
That's
and
what's
you
up.
really you rhyming. So
Right. You know what gets
yeah,
me is when is when it's like we could be in the studio, I could lay the shit down, right? And um everybody else will say that it sounds good, it sounds fine. The shit
yeah.
don't sound good to me. You know what I'm saying? The shit don't never sound good to me. And a lot of the shit that I drop, even though it's good, it's great, whatever the fucking case, according to people who listen to it, whatever the case, I don't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's as I've gotten older, it's been getting harder for me to let shit go. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
I think that's the case with most artists. Most artists do not enjoy listening to themselves. I know I don't listen to my music sometimes. So,
Right,
you know,
right, right.
I think because we're so opinionated, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're searching for perfection every time. I think that, like, with me, I know how I want it to sound, and then I want to get the fuck out of Dodge. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't really, I know what you mean. I think for a lot of artists, it is that way. We're just so opinionated. We can hear every single thing where, my brother told me one time, he was like, I did a song and I was not happy with it. And he was stressing me because, he preferred it because he could hear, certain things in my voice, whether it was breaking at certain points. He's like, that feels real, you know what I'm saying? And that always stuck with me. So I think just being real with yourself and authenticity comes across no matter what,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And as long as it's real, it's gonna be real. But I think as MCs, we're gonna be highly opinionated on shit all the time, especially ourselves.
Hey, bro, I listen to
I like listening
Mug
to
shit
my
all
music.
day. I listen to Mug shit. Jim, Mug,
Listen,
his project go hard, man. So it's like, I also, I appreciate the progression. Obviously, we do it for different reasons, better
Yeah.
reasons than some might do, not shallow reasons. So it's like you hear back and see, like, man, we came a long way, man. I like this for this, and then we got lot more time
See,
to go, a
that's
lot more
true,
effort to
true.
go. You know?
See, that's a good reason right there. How far you come.
yo, nah, for real. And you know what? Yeah, people gonna get tired of me. I'm a person like I repeat shit a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like a mantra. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, progress, bro. Being able to gauge how far you've come is the only thing. That's probably one of the only things that's kept me rapping is the fact that I could say, yo, I could play you some shit from fucking 2001 that's fucking ridiculously bad, horrible. You know what I'm saying? And I could play you some shit from 2014 that's 14 years later, right? But it's still bad. It's not horrible, but it's not good. You know what I'm saying? And then
Hmm.
just the progression of it, you know what I'm saying? To the point where it's
Yeah.
like now I used to write music to outdo my last shit. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? I used to try to match myself. I used to try to outdo my last shit. And that's why I really haven't dropped a full album since 96 because it's hard to live up to that. It's hard
I
to
feel
do
you.
that again. You know what I'm saying?
I can understand that shit.
Yeah, nah, for real, bro, because you got some classics under your belt, my nigga, and it's like
Thank you, man.
Can you speak to that? Like, how do you live up to a classic piece of work that you've put out? How do you like, yeah, what's the follow-up? You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's difficult. I mean, I look at it like this, I just know what I'm doing, as like, what my genre is, kind of like, what kind of music I do. So I look at it as all pieces to that collection. So I don't really, at times, of course, you think about being better, but I think about it's just constant evolution. You know what I'm saying? Like the more you rap, I feel like you're getting better the more you keep spitting, regardless. And I feel like the more you have time to create records and to go deeper into your bag, you know, you can truly pinpoint the lyrics, how you want to, how to come across. You can tighten up the flows, you can really make shit seamless. Well, at least I try to, you know what I mean? Whether it's working on the flow more, just little tiny little things, or being more elaborate with a story, or going deeper into a story, or trying to do, a story with 3 parts or some shit like that. I think it's just a constant progression, but sometimes you can't really think too much about trying to outdo that project. That project is a piece of art in itself, and you just trying to make some more art. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
Right.
the fans are very. I think the fans kind of showed me that when they fuck with you, they fuck with you.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have their favorites. They're gonna have the shit they love the most. All that shit, but they want to hear you.
Right. Right. That's a very relevant point, man. And it rings true, bro. Listen, I'm trying to mix this album, right? I'm in the middle of trying to mix. It's not even an album. It's a little 5-piece. I'm trying to mix this 5-piece. And
Mm-hmm.
nigga like me, I went to school for this shit, but I don't know it no more. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the shit just, okay, so let me stop. Let me go back. I was dumb, right? I was stupid. And I updated the Mac system. I got the new
Okay.
Mac system. And I didn't know that after all of this shit I went through, I go on Reddit, they're like, don't ever get the new Mac system. Wait at least 3 months for all the bugs to get worked out, right? I didn't fucking know that. Got the shit. The shit fucked up my whole computer. I'm talking about
Damn.
I'm talking about Photoshop designs, I'm talking about Pro Tool sessions, albums,
Yeah.
like half out done albums I was recording. I had to get rid of it. I had no choice. So I have a 2 terabyte hard drive. It was either get the way the computer was running, I couldn't open the hard drive to get the shit off. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So I had to delete the shit on the hard drive to download the older Mac
What?
system to reboot the shit. So I lost all of my best takes. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Oof.
So I'm in the fucking lab since 9:30 this morning trying to band-aid the fucking references together, trying to convince myself that I should drop this as a tape. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, oh, it's
Damn.
stressful. It's stressful, bro.
Damn,
I'm not
bro.
going to do it. Since I just outed myself, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to re-record everything. Now I'm going to re-record everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to cheat the fans like that. But,
That's stressing, man. Damn, I can't imagine that shit.
you know
Damn,
yo,
that hurts
bro,
me right there. Damn.
it's crazy. It's, yo, bro, like literally. Oh man, but you know what the funny thing is? It's levels. We go through levels in life, right? I remember. You remember before the iPhone, it was the fucking, not the iPad, the goddamn, I guess it was an iPod. It was an iPod, but it was like the one where it had the notes on it. You could write on it, right? I have one of those, bro, and a nigga had like, I've always been a writer. I don't really put it on paper. I put it on the notepad, right? Ever since like the days of sidekicks and shit, when niggas started rapping off of the sidekicks.
Yeah.
Remember that shit? I was like, oh shit, I'm writing on my sidekick. Did that shit, never stopped writing. Bro, I had fucking 200 writtens on that shit.
Damn.
Parking the car one day. You know how you be having the windbreakers, the starter windbreakers? And if you put your phone in this shit, it's gonna slide right out.
Oh, it slides right out, yeah. Especially when you get up from the whip. Yep.
Got out the whip, bro. The fucking iPod fell. I ain't realize it till 30 minutes later. Of course, it's Manhattan, nigga. 10 o'clock at night. Fucking gone, nigga. Gone. That shit happened to me like 2 times. So it's like when shit like that happens, I've already like, But then it's like, damn, now I gotta. My thing is, I'd be worried about performances. So I'm big on performances. I'm big on the quality of my performance before I put the tape out. Is this specific performance what I want it to sound like? And these ones were what I wanted it to sound like, right? But they just needed to be tweaked. I needed the stems for the beats, and I needed to really, build everything around it. And it's like, now I gotta go back. Yeah, man. It's just, it sucks. And it's like, I gotta do it. I got to do it because it's a big project for me, and I love the project. And listen, I took the time to craft it, and the producer's my boy and all that. So it's like I got to redo it, but it's just like that's the shit I was going through all this like 5 hours today, bro.
Damn.
5 hours today. I'm trying to put these fucking plugins on this shit, and it sounds good. It sounds good, but it just doesn't sound like what I should be putting out at the stage where I'm at.
See,
you know what I'm saying?
Why is it with albums is always like a story where like when you try to put out like your classic piece of work, it's always the biggest struggle. Whether it's getting it mastered, getting the work done, or going through some bullshit. I think, the best shit does come from adversity, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? Like that struggle, it may lead you down a different path, you know what I'm saying? A better path.
Nah, for real. Listen, like I said, I done been through this shit before. Shit, ROT got a secret album that's just in the fucking ether right now. It's crazy. Y'all niggas might not never get it. Y'all might not never get it. This shit called Birthed Out the Basement, kid. This shit called Birthed Out the Basement. It's exclusively produced by Guru and Stizzy Bricks. Like, it's really a LTY affair. You know what I'm saying? But
okay.
Yeah, man, that shit is in limbo right now. Y'all niggas, that's in a sunken place. Y'all might not never get that out. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? It's conversations like this that are gonna fuel me. This is man, it's crazy because we started this kind of just like as something to keep each other busy through long distances, and it's become so much more than that. And to have guys like you on, to have artists like yourself on, and have these conversations, bro. It's not about this is not a music podcast. This is a life podcast, but we're niggas who make music. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
I want to have the best conversations. If you want to come on here and you don't ever want to even mention music, we're not talking about music then. Let's talk about life. How was your week? You know what I'm saying? How are your children? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that,
That's
bro.
real.
So I feel like, yeah, man. It's the ultimate icebreaker. It's super valuable, bro. And it's about connections, man. It's about beneficial connections. I don't care. Like, I don't give a fuck about no beneficial connections, bro. Like, if me and you connect and we bond, nigga, I care about you. You feel me?
Like, that's what I look for as well, that real shit.
100%, bro. And I feel like you one of them ones, my nigga. And every nigga from the home team that I met so far, and every nigga that I haven't met, even the niggas I haven't met, I know niggas who know these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, bro, it's just genuine energy, man. So yeah, shout out to everybody in the home team. We're gonna get into some more music. Big salute. You already know. So we ran through Another Day in the Jacks, and we did Triple Darkness. We got 3 more joints to get through. What's the next one you want to drop?
All right, let me see. Let's do that. I think I said Blasphemous Dope Fiends.
Let's go. Blasphemous Dope. You see what I'm talking about? Blasphemous Dope Fiends. Because you know they be blaspheming. You know they be blaspheming, bro.
They be wilding.
Nigga, I just wrote a bar, bro. How the fuck is you not humble when you standing here with cold sores? Like, bro, blasphemous fiends, kid. Blasphemous fiends. Listen, this is the gray area. It is Sunday. I'm MOD. Guru Dane is always with me. Killy Shooter's in the building, and we getting into the 3rd track of the night. This is called Blasphemous Dope Fiends. Now, let me tell you something real quick before I drop this. Y'all might not know about Blasphemous Dope Fiends, but they exist and they prevalent. You understand? Yes. Stay the fuck away from them niggas, bro. They'll get you lined up. You find yourself in hot water. Let's go. Killy Shoot. Blasphemous Dope Fiends.
Everybody out! Get out! You think you slick, you little punk blasphemous dope fiend, bitch? Spit in my face, man. I'm finna kill you.
got shot with a cot in the cool. After school, left his tool with my nigga Raul. Hit Abdul, so they killed Lou at K85. Southside, next to Wellington, where I reside. Niggas die every day, pour liquor for the deceased. A piece they never found, inside belly a beast. No sleep, Averex coats and baggy jeans. 100 vials, hitting the abs, serving the fiends. I'm on my jean, triple beam shine, and show my fate. Coke levitate, the scales balance the weight. Living great is a dream, you been that to reality. Ducking law, dodging the bullets, don't be a casualty. Naturally, stay on your toes, go for your goals. Versace ropes, Cuban link chains, that's made of gold. A nigga sold the work and dabbled in for extra. Fuck a talk, hollow tips, nigga, is how I lecture. Betcha, never seen beef, I held heat. Went to war with 04 with them niggas from Elm Street. Tell Pete, hold me down, peace God, we in the song. Gold BBS on the wheels, this is the mob.
Hey, king of the power and the blood forever and ever. Can I get an amen? Amen. Yeah, man, I like to say a little prayer before I start stunning, man. Keep it behind.
Say that shit, alright?
That nigga said, fuck a talk, hollow tips is how I lecture. The fuck? Trying to tell you, bro, like, yo, please start writing raps. Please, y'all. If y'all listening and you feeling lazy and you don't want to write the raps, take the time to craft the raps, bro. Because it's niggas like us that you're not going to get a pass with, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get a pass. And unlike Funk Flex, not just anyone can come up here. You understand me? Shit. Yo, amazing, brother. Yo, for real, drop a bomb for that shit. Let me get a little background on that track, man. And a little background on the album art, man. What's going on? Like, it's very simple, but it's very dope.
You know, that was Najee, who I can't remember exactly who did the art, but I know Najee reached out and had that shit done with our faces, you know, for Knowledge Born. Name of that track right there, Blasphemous Dope Fiends, produced by Najee Jordan. Yeah, the track was you know, when I was going to school, one of my friends in my class got shot, and you know, it was something that we talked about quite often, and that's where the first line, you know, Louis got shot with a cot in the cool. You know what I mean? After school, you know what I mean? So, boom, you know what I mean? It just goes right into it from there. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much describing, you know, my day after school, my day, you know, going through the hood and what I'm doing and shit like that, and trying to get my rep up and shit like that, and a little sequence of events that happened that afternoon and shit like that.
Yo, shit be with situations like that, man, it's like, it's ripple effects. You know, obviously it's ripple effects, but it's like, when something happens like that, the rest of the day, it almost becomes a fucking blur.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do.
Depending on the intensity of the situation, you know what I'm saying? It becomes like a fucking blur. And before you know it, niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, brother, you know, I hear it, man. I hear it. And you know what is, it shines through, like you said, the authenticity shines through in the music. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man.
Thank you, man.
Just keep cooking, brother. Keep cooking. You already know.
Man. Thank you,
Listen,
man.
we gonna drop another one. What's the next one you want to hear?
Let's do it. Knowledge Born itself.
I bet. And this is a self-titled joint.
Yeah.
I bet. Listen, Killy Shoot, self-titled joint, Knowledge Born, off the Knowledge Born album. Him and Najee Jordan. Shout out to the guy. Shout out to the bro. Shout out to the whole home team. Niggas really cooking. Let's go. This the gray area.
Find out who it was. Hanging in, man. Just hanging in, right? Yeah. Hanging in, man. It ain't that bad.
How I do it? That's real.
You all right?
How I do
You all right, brother?
1 2 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Hey yo, once upon a time he did crime and sniffed the line. God body cipher divine, he couldn't find. Rewind, my nigga, we back in 98. North High, smoking the trees, slaying the weight. Paying late, midnight pock, yo after doc. L's passed around, my nigga, yo keep it stock. Trademark the savages, ghouls from the slums. Welfare kids, we living under the gun. Number one, we thought we labeled as the nicest. Drug dealers, gun runners, all with different vices. Crisis, World War III, who could it be? Walked the water barefoot twice in Galilee. Told Ali, shoot corn, give blessings to the highest. Carry heavy metal and settle for quiet riot. At the Hyatt with Queen, she laced in the best. Gold 22, she carry under the breast. No rest, no sleep until we get to Brooklyn. Main South niggas in York, who started cooking. Central booking took E, they had him in a noose. Cellophane rap cocaine up in his goose. 10 boots and rugby, yes we live in lovely. Cuban link chains from Kems or even Humphreys. Hunt these niggas like prey is what we do. Gun running for Jermaine and Pete at 22. Money grew large in charge, yo, I was the man. Started on commission and listen, I had a plan. Divide and conquer, making of a monster. Mark for death, screw face, bring in the roster. Lobster, bitch with twist the bright lemon. Coleslaw, New England shit, a piece of heaven. Peace, Evan and C, your brother was my nigga. Selling diesel and soft in front of Kirsch liquor. See the picture, the vision was jaded, but it's true. Miles Davis, my hammer, a different kind of blue. See through the fake, this beef, that knowledge born. Culture freedom, how you defeat them, you niggas warned.
Miles Davis, different kind of blue is crazy.
Just about to quote that same part. Let's go.
That's crazy. Yo, he said the vision scattered, but it's true. Miles Davis, my hammer, different kinds of blue. That's
scattered,
yo,
but
bro.
it's true. I fuck with it. Killy, let's go.
Thank you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, for real, brother. So we gonna get into this last one. Then we're going to do a little wrap-up outro. You shout out anybody you got to shout out, any promo. But we're going to get into this last joint. This is Hill Figure Low, TFG, by Killy Shoe, produced by Galileo Point. All right, bet. We're going to do that one. So what's the name of this track? Hill Figure. Oh, okay. It's Hill Figure. Okay, I got you. I see it now.
Yep.
Got you. So real quick, man, can you talk about the influence of just fashion on your life and, you know, what it brings to your music?
I mean, fashion is everything, you know what I mean? You want to stand out a certain way. You know, fashion dictates so much, you know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, you know, I'm like an old school cat. You know, I love the fashion of certain eras and shit like that. So, of course, you know, with certain things you want to highlight. You know, I love Low, you know what I'm saying? You know, I love Nautica, I love a lot of different shit. But I think that just being unique in what you do, you know what I mean? Whatever kind of shit you fuck with, that's the ultimate thing with itself. So fashion definitely is a part of hip hop. You know what I mean? Whether you rocking your own brand of shit, you bring your own individuality and personality, you know what I mean, to the forefront.
Nah, for sure. 100%. 100%. Listen, with that being said, we're going to get into the last track of the night. This is Killy Shoot. This song is called Hill Figure Low, TFG. Let's go. This is the gray area.
Nah, chill, B. I had crazy visions, you know what I'm saying? Like altered states. You know what I mean? Like all kinds of shit, you know, fire and shit. Real, B. Seven goats head, bleeds on that pentagram, 5-point style, lit on fire within Bethlehem. Method man, bring the pain, judgment day is here, stand clear. Then put that razor to his ear. What you hear, kiss the monolith, start the space odyssey. Disconnected how? He was moving with autonomy, economy from coke. Shit don't come up off a boat, blood soaked. They hung the captain by his throat, leather coat, and the work gun underneath the shirt. Triple beams, razor blades, niggas came up from the dirt. Know my worth, peace God, knowledge born, Asiatic, automatic in the loco. If you want the static, craftmatic, lean a nigga back, bullets to the chest, keep the hammer and the camera, watch a nigga's death, never slept, Nova cousin, Dirty Dozen, Charlie Bronson, Death Wish, Death Kiss, sleeping in a coffin, Boston, met the plug, came back to the war, Main South, motherfucker Murray Ave, 5th floor, split raw with my brethren, pistol to the reverend, told him kiss the sky, angels dive, this ain't heaven, at 7-Eleven, smoking with Sharif, gold teeth, triple fat, goose slain over street, niggas deep, like the leagues that be under the sea, 20,000 yo in fact, Captain Nemo is me. Hey, yo, Tommy Hill, figuring low, know how it go. Triple fat goose with snow, pushing that blow. TFG, nigga, yo, pushing that blow. Triple fat goose in the snow, pushing that blow. Hey, yo, Tommy Hill, figuring low, know how it go. Triple fat goose with snow, pushing that blow. TFG, nigga, pushing that blow. Yeah, triple fat goose in the snow, pushing that blow. Yo, bucket hats, razor blades, Timberlands and fish. Off the harbor near the water where my father used to pitch. Dig a ditch for the infidel. Niggas wasn't living well. Had to end the shorty cause she went and did the kiss and tell. This is hell, backdrop, came in from the black top. Genie in the bottle was the vial and the crack rock. Laptop with the information for succession in connection with Excel. Incremental for progression, this a lesson from the dark gods. Ouija boards, pop rocks, tarot card, pharaoh guard. You can see the onslaught, on top, home team, descendants of the sun. Just the gods give light, also fire from the gun. Hey, yo, Tommy Hill, figuring low, know how it go. Triple fat goose in the snow, pushing that blow. TFG, nigga, yo, pushing that blow. Triple fat goose in the snow, pushing that blow. Hey, yo, Tommy Hill, figuring low, know how it go. Triple fat goose in the snow, pushing that blow. TFG, nigga, pushing that blow. Yeah, triple fat goose in the snow, pushing that blow. Yo.
Nigga said Tommy Hill, figuring low. Know how that go. Triple fat goose in the snow, pushing that blow.
Let's
Yo,
go.
come on, bro. Come on, son.
Yeah,
You
that
know
was
what
a
I'm saying?
vibe.
Yo,
So hip hop shit, you know what I mean?
some real hip hop shit, bro. And the hook, that's infectious.
Thank you,
That
man.
hook
Thank
is
you, man.
infectious. Damn, nah, yo. Like I said, we blessed to have just super talented artists stop by and tap in with us. And I've created a playlist of everybody that comes through, and it's like so
Fire.
far, it hasn't been like, oh, I'm leaving this song out. Everything is fire. So all them tracks you
It's
sent me is
rare,
going
man.
on the playlist for the car.
Thank
And
you, brother. Thank
me
you.
and Guru, we're talking about it. Eventually, we're going to make the playlist available on Spotify for everybody so everybody can check out
Word.
all the previous
Definitely,
guests
I
and
think
stuff
it'd be
like
dope
that.
for
But
the
yeah,
people that like
brother,
the
listen, man.
episodes, right? That's what.
Right. I think it'll be a great idea, you know. We really appreciate you stopping by, man. Once again, bro. It means the most to me because this is new and, you know, it's something different. And, you know, I really do appreciate you taking the time, brother.
Nah, shit, thank you for having me. Your brother's got something really dope here, and I'm just happy to be a part of it, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for having me, you know what I mean?
Listen, bro, you're more than welcome. You coming back. We going when we revamp in the
Most
fall,
def.
bro. You coming back, and we got a link on the music tip anyway, so that's gonna be
Oh, yeah.
something totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But yeah, man, just let the fans know anything you got coming up, any major shout outs you want to make. This is the right time.
I just want to say, this is Ill Kill, part of the home team. I just want to give a shout out to my home team. You know what I mean? My brothers always hold me down. I want to give a shout out to all the fans. Got a project coming out with Chin called Once Upon a Time in Worcester. Got a project coming out with Najee called Nostalgia. You know what I mean? It'll feature home team on that, of course. And I was just part of a documentary for Worcester hip hop. So I want to give a shout out to the city of Worcester, to my man Cash for his documentary about the history of Worcester hip hop and had me be a part of that. You know what I mean? Doing your college tour right now. Much love and respect. Truly humbled by that. Just everybody listening, expect a lot more. The guys maintaining, humble, and thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, they're always working.
Big
For the
salute,
people
my
who
G.
don't know, for the people who just tapping in now, let me tell you something. Them home team guys is always working. And
Yeah.
that college thing is amazing, my brother.
Oh,
Salute
thank you,
to
man.
you, bro. Salute to you. It's like I said, man, when we can make the music that affects people on a level, that's a different level.
Yeah, it's crazy.
When they're saying, yo, listen, this man right here, they're basically saying that you're responsible for a certain section of hip hop that comes from your city, bro. That's massive.
Crazy,
That's
man.
major, bro. That's major. You know what I'm
Crazy.
saying? Like, that's an accolade, my brother. Real talk, and congratulations to you. I want to, give
Thank
you
you, man.
congratulations
Thank you.
and flowers where they do, man. Listen, it don't hurt. It don't hurt, man. If you see it, respect it, and if you respect it, then show love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now we're gonna round out the episode how we always do, okay? And I'm gonna give you guys the same PSA that you always get from me. All right. buy the fucking music. You understand?
Word.
I don't want to have to sell you my personality and give you the music for free. I paid to make the music. You know what I'm saying? I put hours of labor and time away from my loved ones to make this music for you. So if you like it, then go in your pocket and give us some ohms. You remember back in the day when it's ohms for the poor, nigga? We listen.
Yeah.
We need some ohms, nigga. You fuck
Real
with this
talk.
song right here? Throw
I
some
love
ducats, kid. Throw some ducats. Real talk, bro. Pay for the music. You understand? You see niggas like Killy shoot outside, salute them and pay for the music, man. You see niggas from the home team outside, salute them and pay for the music, because I'm gonna tell you something right now. What niggas is witnessing right now is like a lot of the niggas that is in this pool. This is like the LeBron era of shit. You feel me?
It's real talk right there. Yeah.
You're witnessing greatness, but you're too fucking bugged out about the world around you to even understand it. You know what I'm saying? So just pay for the fucking music, man. Pay for it, support. And if you don't like it, cool. Because I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? That's the bottom line. Listen, I hate to have to be so brash. I hate to have to be so brash about it. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it is.
Usually a nice guy.
Killy Shoot, Bandcamp, you know what I mean? Everything is up there. Yeah, the Bandcamp page has everything right there. You go to Spotify, Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Anywhere you like music, you probably gonna find Killy Shoot anyways, you know what I'm saying? Streaming. You wanna cop something, go to ditcd.com, got physicals up there, go to the Bandcamp, stream it wherever you listen to your music, Deezer, Apple, you know, Spotify, whatever them joints is, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, you heard it first. This is the gray area. I'm MOD. Like I said before, Guru Dane is always with me. We had Killy shoot tonight. You know, we've been tapped in for a while, like I said, but this is another level of it. This is the new step of it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, listen, brother, I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much once again for taking the time out. And yeah, man, we gonna link, bro. We gonna be in contact, bro. So yeah, man, move in peace, my brother. Move in peace. Peace.